Hello and welcome to Fallout New Vegas, the next thing I am going to start playing, or the first thing I'm going to properly start playing. Anyway, let's just start a new game. Yes.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
What a way to start, getting shot in the face. You'll just notice I have all of the DLCs added. I will not be using all of these premium gears except the canteen you get.
You're awake. How about that?
And I'm going to need to turn that up.
Whoa, easy there, easy.
One moment, I'll just sort that out. Not game... Ugh. Doing all the wrong things. I did mess around with audio a bit. I will crank up voice and master by 3. Okay, let's see if that worked.
You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings.
One moment, I will crank it up a little bit more. Let's max out voice, so it should be okay. And put master to about there. Should have really done this, but I didn't know how the audio would have gone, so... And continue.
Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Well, I will go for my... No, not 2 caps.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
And here is the limited character creation. For the purpose of this recording, I will play a woman. You will see why later on. You get the most advantages being female for whatever reason. Find a decent preset. I'm not that bugged about character customization, honestly. Let's just randomize. Yes. Sure. Yes. Sure, why not just go with that? I'm not really that bugged. You never see yourself, and you wear a helmet for the most part. It has no effect on gameplay.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Oh, what a great start, seeing as you pushed me out of the way.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
And
You'll learn
this is
right
where you
quick
assign
if you
your
get back all
special,
your
if it will let
faculties.
me. There we go. How I tend to do this is put 1 in strength. Well, here's where you can see everything. So, strength, melee, unarmed, inventory weight, damage, weapon effectiveness. So what basic things, you'll be able to see them as I scroll through. Then at the end you can configure them however you like. I tend to do strength, perception, charisma, intelligence, and luck. I don't view endurance as all that helpful. But then again, I could be a bit of an idiot. Just let me double check what it is. Yeah, unarmed health, resilience, and survival. So it's not really a big deal. Intelligence and charisma are very important. I don't put 1 in agility because you can get 6. You can get all 6 except endurance, but endurance is like the least important unless you just want to be tanky.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there. But
Basic
after what
medical
you've been
supplies
through,
you
I'd
can
say
take.
that's great news.
Yeah, there's not always a laser pistol here, so grab that.
Well,
I don't think I'll grab any of that
oh,
yet.
you know your vitals are
Forgive me,
good.
I've got to get used to all the key bindings
But
again.
that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Lovely character models, obviously.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
These have no effect. I guess cat.
House.
Investment?
Night.
Day. So you hear night and you think of campfire. Sleep?
Bandit.
Kill. Okay, Swiss cheese,
Light.
that makes sense. Dark.
Mother.
Tantrum.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
And you get a nice little picture that appeared out of nowhere and for some reason clips onto the chair. No opinion.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
No opinion.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
If you've ever played a Bethesda game, you would have to agree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Nope.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Yeah, an angry two-headed ant.
Okay. How about this one?
It's like a person divided in... like a person there. It's parting the sea. And obviously you select that one.
Last one.
Two people high-fiving. No, look, there's two people high-fiving. It's not really a bearded man. Not really a mushroom cloud. I don't know how it's a head and a pillow, but sure.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
See, this is the thing. All of that is pointless. It's like, all of that is completely pointless. Now, I would recommend putting it into speech, repair, and lockpicking. I'm going to be maxing out science and lockpicking as soon as I can, so I don't need to go back and grab stuff. And speech is a very important skill
Before
early
I
in the
turn
game.
you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
And this is basically perks. Built to destroy, all weapons have free chance to critical hit, but they decay faster. I think that's really bad. You live in fear of enclosed spaces, probably because of the mutants who live there. You gain +1 to all special, while outside, but 1 inside. So you're really good outside, but really bad inside. A lot of this game takes place inside places, so that's really bad. Again, +2 to everything from certain days. From certain time, I mean. But then, -1 to everything after. I don't want one that would purposely cripple me at a certain time, because night and day can happen at any time. So you fire 20% faster, but less accurate. That's okay if you want to do more burst. 4 Eyes, this one is a bit better because at least you can control when you wear glasses. And you can get them fairly early in the game. This is just a trade-off. You get 5 to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... sorry, mouse sensitivity is a bit annoying on this. And -5 to 1... Oh, god damn it. -5 to energy, explosives, guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. So it's basically trading the more diplomatic ones for the more violent ones. Then you've got heavy-handed. You do more damage in melee, but less crit damage. Hoarder is not bad. It's a bit weird. You just get more carry capacity, but you need to carry a ton of equipment. It's a bit unusual, to say the least. That's essentially Berserk, except you take a big penalty to agility and perception. And you do not want to lower those stats. That's really bad. That's why I'm not taking any of these perks. Kamikaze means that you get 10 action points, which is for that. That'll be going over later. And -2 to damage threshold, which is armor. So you take a lot more damage. That, you just go to level 30. And you don't become addicted to chemicals, they last longer. But you don't get more experience or more skill points. For that reason, it's a bad perk because you cannot get any further. All you gain is a resistance to chemicals and they last better. That's it. So you can throw more weapons but less range. If you want to be a grenader, I guess that's okay. This is I would say this is one of the better ones. You gain 10% less experience, which you can fix out at a level 2 anyway. But you gain +5 skill points. I think the cap here is 40, I could be wrong, I'll find out later. But potentially that's an extra 200 skill points, which is quite big. Okay, due to small size, agility +1 and limbs easily crippled. I always get this one, because the extra agility is very handy and it's easy to fix broken limbs and you can stop yourself getting crippled later on, or at least greatly reduce the chance. See, this is the counter to, the fast shot, yeah. So, this one's quite good as well. You fire 20% slower, but more accurate. With fast-firing weapons, you conserve a lot more ammo and will do a lot more damage. So this one is I would say this is probably one of the better perks to get. And last one, I will get this, because if you've ever played Fallout, you always need this perk. It's just a given.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Okay. Now, the reason you always take repair, I think I did anyway, there is a broken SMG here. You can repair it, and you get it with a lot of ammo and a tiny bit of XP. Let's grab all this sarsaparilla. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of weight because of all the DLC items. I will not use any of them besides the canteen. There's also weapons here. There's ammo. First aid kits. Always take empty syringes, they weigh nothing, and they're helpful. Dirty water, not as helpful. And bobby pins are essentially lockpicks, so you can never have enough. That's just cram, that's just food. Yeah, I'll take... No, I didn't want the front locker, I wanted the knife on top of it. Because it's just handy having a melee weapon.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. It was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I will not be playing on hardcore because it doesn't add anything to the game except false difficulty. For example, you're wandering around and you die because you don't have water on you. It doesn't benefit the game, it just makes the game a lot more tedious. And it can't be a Fallout game without the brilliant glare. And now I'm getting moaned at about all the DLCs. And yeah, welcome to the Mojave. Here is Victor, and we can talk to him just before I end.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
A lot of dialogue. But yeah, not really much to say. I just thought I'd show him off because he appears in very odd places. And that's just what I'll say there. Oh, wrong button. Goodbye. Gunrunner's Arsenal is brilliant because it just adds a ton more weapon customization in the game. And how can you really complain at that? So I will go to the saloon, and I think that'll be a great place to stop it. Thank you, DLC, for ruining that. And with this, so ends the first part. Bye.